How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. I was planning on doing another daily, but it's 12:40 right now, and Spectrum Internet is out. What a surprise! So we're just gonna knock out some more normal runs. We'll do like do a little bit of a Zazel. Get a fat dub real quick. Anyway. Do I have a story for you all today? A very, very interesting story that has gone on that I think you all would find neat. So let me build the stage. Sick. Check this one out. Ignore that one. Okay, so listen. Before you say a thing, I forgot about the rocks. I had a plan, I promise. I just forgot that there were rocks in front of me. I knew there were rocks a little bit further in front of me, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna go. Oh, hey, there's another one. Cool. We had a big brain play. Didn't work out the way we had wanted it. So now it's a little bit of a smaller brain play. 58 seconds. Okay, so we're not gonna get that thing. Forgotten Lullaby. Sing for your friends. I don't know if we're gonna get any actual followers, but if we do, it would be kind of cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so this story, I don't think we're gonna get this one. I think we'll have to get the other one. To build a stage for you, I've got a class that I'm taking right now that is based off of web page. Did that really not get that? I'm shook to my core. Web page design and development. So we're practicing working with, okay, cool bomb, some flies, and curse the tower. That's epic. In theory, I could use this to get these items, maybe, or to get these things right here. Not that one. I wonder if the other room's got stuff that can hurt me. So we had to practice building buyer personas for the websites we're making. And the class is being taught by an older woman. And one of the students in the class comes in with their buyer persona. And they like half really got the assignment, half did not get the assignment. Also, it's kind of sad that we have to leave 2 tinted rocks behind. And so they set up their buyer persona, and they go hard to the point that they end up having like a stat page. A stat page for their like buyer persona. They did 2 personas, and for those of you who don't understand, a buyer persona is just making up a hypothetical like You're like building a backstory in a game, except for it's the hypothetical individual who's going to use your website or your product, and it works with products as well. But he makes a stat page for these buyer personas, like that have like their trustworthiness, their how I can't believe this, their trustworthiness, how much they how hard they'll work, how social they are, and the spirit's all there. A little bit overboard, not quite necessary, but he has 2 buyer personas, one of an elderly woman and one of a young man. And so, dude, please stop giving me spacebar items, I'm begging you. And so when the teacher talks to him, she says, hey, we're gonna say his name is Grimaldo. Hey, Grimaldo, you got a lot of cool stuff here, but why do your buyer personas have a stat page? What does this mean? Trustworthiness, strength, hardworking. What do these stats mean? And he doesn't really have a good explanation for it. He just says that he saw some examples and he wanted to make his buyer personas fully fleshed out. And she's like, yeah, okay, I don't really understand it though. And it's very visible that Grimaldo has taken offense to this in one way or another. And so we get given a week to work on our buyer personas and add some things, fix some things, basically, you know, polish them out. So the next week rolls around, and Grimaldo says that he's changed up his buyer persona, and the teacher says, okay, cool, well, let's look at it. And I shit you not, he changed maybe 2 things unrelated to the stat page. And when it comes to the stat page, this man nerfed the old lady who had similar characteristics to the teacher. He nerfed her. He nerfed her stats and then buffed the young guy. And those were like the big changes. And I could not, I wanted to bust out laughing because that's so funny. He took this personal offense and then nerfed the character similar to the teacher. Like he nerfed the buyer persona. That's not something I would have expected out of that assignment. And it was just, it got a good chuckle out of me because I looked over there, I was like, wait a minute, there's no way. Looked at the previous week's assignment and the old lady buyer persona had dropped immensely stat-wise. She went from like there was like 6 or 7 different skills. She went from on average a mysterious candy, it does like farting stuff, I'm sure. It went from on average like a 9 to like on average a 5. And the dude got buffed. I think he only had 2 stats that weren't 10. I think everything was 10 except for like social and something else. But it was just, it's just so interesting when somebody, when you explain something to someone and what they get out of it is totally different than what you would have expected. This man really decided that he's like, yeah, you know what? You know what? You don't like my stats? Yeah, I'll give you some stats. Okay, cool. Guardian Angel. I dig it. Prepare to become obliterated. Get away from me. But, you know, God bless Grimaldo. He's a treat because it is very... Every class, you never know how he would have done the assignments or if he did the assignments. So it keeps things interesting, for sure. But moving on from that, back to Isaac. Yeah, we're you know, doing Azazel things right now. Doing pretty good Azazel things, if I might add. But as of right now, the only thing we're really missing is like actual health. We probably should have saved the Joker card for the next floor. I know that to be true now, but I was eager. I was just an eager beaver. I wanted to see what the Angel deal had to offer us. And since we have the goat head, we should be fine to only worry about just getting through the boss. As long as we don't perish, we should be all right. And then like these last two, I mean, I guess I could have just done this, right? Silly me. Sick. We would like to get an actual item. We don't really need an actual item yet. Let me preface, or I guess let me add to that. We don't need one yet. Tears up, very cool. Pretty fly. We're just kind of going nuts with pills. We've gotten nothing but spacebar items. I guess we'll buy that. 2 keys, pretty good deal. Nothing but spacebar items. And I'll be real with you, I would like some actual items. That's the map. I don't really want the map. And I don't remember what pills are good. I should probably start paying it. We got lucky that did not do this. I should probably start paying attention to that. But yeah, no, it's we're doing all right here. We're doing things and stuff. I you know, want to make the best of this run since it's taking the place of what was going to be another redemption at the daily. But of course, you know, when I get the time and it's time to game, maybe do a little bit of recording. Because, you know, recently we've been doing a lot of daytime recording. It's nice to sit down and do some nighttime recording. But of course, Spectrum is not having it. I tell you, Spectrum, you know, we had CenturyLink before we had Spectrum. and CenturyLink was consistently not great, but Spectrum is like has consistent downs. And that's not meant in a derogatory way. I mean, like, the internet is down and it makes me upset, because it's most of the time it's when I need it, especially since I do a lot of assignments late at night. Gets super pranked, sent straight to the prank dimension, and we're out of here. We can't fight him again, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always when I need it, because most assignments are due late at night, and anywhere between 12 and 4, a lot of the times in the month, there's gonna be some downs. Most of the time, it's closer to 3. 3 is where it's very consistent. I would say probably 1 out of 3 nights around 3 o'clock, the internet goes down. And I know all of you out there, you know, with actual functioning schedules are like, Jones, just don't fucking get on the computer at 3 o'clock. Go to sleep, man. And I hear you. I hear you well. I wish that was something I could do. But I'm just too far gone. I got class in the afternoons. I got my job at night. And if I was to just not be up late, I just wouldn't get anything done. I can't have that. I have creative needs to fulfill, as well as non-creative needs to fulfill, such as just chilling while not in a comatose state. I'm sure you guys know how it is. I've whiffed. I'm sure anyone out there who's worked the night shift anywhere, or even just like an evening shift, understands the catastrophic nature that it will have on your, you know, schedule. And this isn't necessarily as bad as Range Up. We love Range Up's Rosary. It's pretty cool. This dude's getting the beans though. It's not even as bad as it used to be. Back when I worked at the movie theater, and I don't know how frequently I talk about when I worked at the movie theater. Back when I worked at the movie theater, because for some reason, everyone who wants to release a movie now, they gotta release like 3-hour movies. And a little fun fact for those of you who haven't worked with movies, but whenever a new movie comes out, the producers or the executives or whoever distributes the movie, I guess the clearinghouse, the publishing house, they will want you to show at least 4 showings of the movie in one day. That's just like the average that they'll do. And that's just because when you get movies to your theater, you have to sign on a contract of how many times you're going to show it, and if there's any downtime, like if the theater goes down, you have to let them know, because contractually speaking, your booker, who our booker was fucking dog water, by the way, he would get us some crazy stuff. Like in our area, demographically speaking, the Jujutsu Kaisen movie was going to be like very low. You know, you'd have a couple special showings because there are some nerds, but it was not going to be a big thing. And our booker's like, yeah, why don't you guys show Jujutsu Kaisen for like 3 months? And we were like, dog. We after the first couple of showings, we hardly got anyone in there. So we had to get him to be like, hey, yeah, maybe we should change it up. But anyway, back to what I was saying. They're gonna want you to show like 4 showings in a day. And for movie theaters that aren't open really long time, like I think on certain days we were open starting at, well, we used to open at 10, but the problem with opening at 10 is that not a lot of people, unless it's like kids movies, are gonna be up and out to go to see movies at 10. It's like the extremes for early movies. It's going to be kids movies and it's going to be old people. And while we do have those demographics around here, if it's during the week, there's no point, because they're either doing their jobs or they're at school. So you have a limited amount of time. Typically, it's like 11 to whenever, 11 to 10 to show 4 movies. Loki Torrens is okay. And when they're 3 hours, which a lot of them started to become because for some reason everyone needed their 3-hour movies. When they're 3 hours, yo, might take the red key for a little test drive. When they're 3 hours, there's only so much time that you can spend showing movies. Let's go here. Ouch, we still took damage. Also, the Necronomicon, kind of sick. And then we'll go through here. So a lot of the times, our last showing of these 3 hours, sometimes 4-hour movies, like Batman was like 3 and some change, I think. These movies that go on for ages and ages and ages, their last showings are happening anywhere between 10 and 11, which means we're not getting off until like 2, 3, like 2 and some change sometimes, depending on when the movie starts. Because we've had movies start after 11. And, you know, I used to manage. I told the general manager, I was like, hey, dog, all of these managers already want to quit because I'll be real with you, you fucking suck. But they're going to quit at an even faster rate if you continue to have us staying till 3 o'clock on weeknights where most of your relatively, ouch, teenage to young adult staff will still have to go to school the next day. And he's like, you make a good point. So at some point we were down to only having to do that on the weekends, which still sucked and ruins your sleep schedule. But like, that's when it's bad. You know, it's not even normally that bad. But when you end up working jobs like that, as I get back around to my point, I know I've been just rambling on. When you end up working jobs that take you through some yucky, just yucky, stinky, gross turbo night shift like that, it will take an immense toll on you socially, as well as just how you set up your day. Because after I was working at the theater for a while, I was like, man, I can't wait to go home and then chill for a little bit, and then I'll wake up at like, I don't know, 2 or 3, and then get ready to go to work again. It sucks. Because especially like, you know, if you're working the not younger, but I guess like the lower level staff, like you're working the snack bar and stuff, at least when it's time to go, you can just go. You're still gonna be there like 11, 12, but then you can leave when you're done cleaning. When you're managing, you know, one of us would draw the short straw and end up staying there. We wouldn't have both of us stay there because that would suck. Range up, very cool. Mother transformation, also pretty sick. But whoever's staying there, because you can't just leave, you know, there's still people in the theater, you still gotta lock up. Whoever's staying there would end up staying there a very long time. This sucks, eggs. I can't really tell what loops around map-wise. So sometimes you'll have to stay here until 2:33 because one person, and there's always one person. We had like the serial late night moviegoers when we worked there. And it, you know, you can't just tell them, no, you can't see a movie. The best you can do is be like, hey, you know, I know you really wanted to watch Batman at 11 o'clock at night because you have nothing to do on a Thursday morning, I guess. But it's not worth us keeping the theater open that long. And also, I will despise you. I really wish we could get a shop. We have so much money. I will just hate you forever. You know, I wouldn't tell them that, but I would let them know with my eyes, since at this point we all still had masks on. And you can offer them like, hey, I'll give you a coupon, a free movie coupon. Dude, we're getting close to getting Bookworm. We got Bookworm. I'll give you a free movie coupon if you'll just like get lost. And then, you know, some people are like, yeah, I understand, I appreciate that. And those are the cool people. A lot of people were not that cool though. And you just end up sticking around until 3 o'clock, so one person, or maybe 2. It's worse if it's 2, because it's always two people who apparently have never seen each other outside of like a certain area. So they're like, oh, I haven't seen you since we both worked at the industrial chair leather stretching facility. And then they just want to talk in the lobby for an hour, and you're like, hey dog, it's approximately late AM. Could you guys leave? But yeah, no, and then your whole day is just, your day is fucked, because you're working from like 4 to 2 or 3. And the pay can be pretty good, because during the last little bit, most of the time you're just sitting on your ass for a couple of hours waiting for people to go, because the cleaning only takes so much. But it really just messes with your schedule. Where did we get on that? Oh yeah, we got on that discussion because I was talking about Spectrum being garbage. They're also bad, you know. Well, we'll keep this discussion about Spectrum being bad. Oh, free item, the Loki paired with the Loki, kind of sick. Why did I use that? We're not gonna talk about that. But anyway, when we worked at the we being me, sometimes I just refer to myself as we. No, it's not because of the voices in my head. I don't acknowledge them anymore. When I worked at the theater, and you know, I won't talk about what theater is, but I'll tell you it rhymes with Daragon. When I worked at the theater, we would have internet outages pretty frequently, and that's a problem when you're running movies from like a Wi-Fi standpoint, from like little Wi-Fi routers to your screen setups. And it's also a problem when you need to upload movies, especially if you have like satellite, which we used to get, because the satellite took a long time to hook up. We used to get movies in the mail. And then when we started getting these satellite movies, which you guys don't know this, but movies are very big file-wise. Like the hard drives we were keeping movies on were like 16 and 17. Well, actually, I think one of them was 100, but I didn't mess with that one very much. But plenty of terabytes. Oodles and caboodles of terabytes of memory. And whenever the internet's slow or non-existent, it sucks, because even just a little bit behind schedule, and you now have a really bad problem, because it takes a long time to get these movies up. And if the movie companies would just like just pay the shipping, send us the movie, please. Seraphim. We're going nuts on transformations right now. It's just such an easier way to set up your movies. It's just like dude, we can never donate anything to the fucking machine. I hate this. I hate the machine. Now I'm just angry. I'm spending all my money. It's just so much easier to set up that way. But they don't want to do it because it costs money to ship these big hard drives. And I get it, but like, come on. Then we don't have to worry about Spectrum being kind of the worst. Which I know it's hard to have a monopoly on the internet and then also provide good service. I know that's tough on you, Spectrum. But like, you at least try a little bit harder. I know you can. We all know that you can. I should stop shooting in these rooms that have explosives, because it's probably just only going to put me in a scenario in which I find myself taking damage. That's all right. This is a weird room. It kind of looks like a gravity hammer, or maybe like a sniper rifle from Halo with a weird, I don't know, like a weird bump on the end. Oh, it's mom time. Oh, that's a mom. Ow, I moved into that. Uh-oh. Wow. What did we want to do? I mean, we haven't done anything in the dark room, so I guess we'll go to the dark room. I kind of wanted to go to the chest, but we'll unlock more stuff this way. So let's go to the dark room. We'll take the negative. Let's get the habit. Let's kill this guy again, just because we can, and because we don't like the way he's looking at us. We got in the exact area that we couldn't be. That's all right. Gave him the schmoves, and now we will be on our way. We will be on our way. Man, that conversation about movies in Spectrum took a while. Hardly remembered that I was playing Isaac. Maybe that's what I need to do. It seems like I've been doing pretty good. Maybe I should just start... Ouch. Talking about miscellaneous things, and then that'll distract me from Isaac, which will make me better at Isaac. Seems like it could be a viable strategy. But yeah, the movie days were nuts. Like, you get some crazy people working in movie theaters. None of them, I'll be real with you, none of them really, like, sane. I don't think I met a single sane person that stayed at the theater. I met some sane people. Most of the sane ones did not stay at the theater. They would leave the theater once they figured out how things work, is... You know, I don't know about you guys. Well, I don't know about every theater. AMC theaters run very funky-like. And I only know that from, going to... I didn't even notice that there was a poop in the middle. And then, certain other theaters run very funky-like. That's, dude, double boogie. We got poison and boogie. Sounds good to me. And it's another weird thing, now that I just talk about it. Technically, certain movie theaters don't count as, like, actual food providers if they're selling popcorn and snacks, so that the way that they're graded when it comes to health and sanitation, based off of, like, a health inspector, they get away with a lot because they're technically not food places. Which is weird because, like, you can't split up the concept of a movie theater and food. But since very little of it is actually, like, prepared... What is this malarkey? You know what I'm saying? Like, very little of it is actually, like, prepared, being, like, if you have chicken or pizza or fries or stuff. So the rest of it's, like, pre-prepared, so those are considered, not really important to grade from a sense of sanitation. Which, you just take care. Just take care. Sacred Heart. Man, we're going crazy. Just take care when you're... Sacred Heart's a health up? Since when? That's insane. Just take care. And, you keep an eye on that sanitation and keep an eye on the workers when you go to the theater. Because, I promise you, half of them don't care. And the other half, are not paying attention. But yeah, we'll move on from the theater topic. The theater's, you know, topic's getting a little stale. Kinda like the popcorn. I lied. We're not moving on topics. Now that I've made a segue into other theater topics. There's some crazy people who will not eat popcorn that was there before they got there. The number of people who are like, hey, can you make a fresh thing of popcorn? First off, you're insane. Go home and make your own popcorn. You're coming to the theater for the experience of a big screen and because there's popcorn here. You watched me make this batch. I saw you in the lobby. And it's normally like people really early in the morning because, you know, when you're getting ready for opening, which was my least favorite shift. Get ready for opening and you got to pre-pop some popcorn. Because people want to go to their 11:30 Paw Patrol, and they want to have popcorn so that they can sit down their 8 kids that they brought and drink some wine at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. You know, I don't know why they need 3 cups of wine on 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, but, you know, to each their own. I would understand having kids, I guess, is tough. But these people will see that you've popped popcorn, and they will come in and they'll say, hey, can you pop me some fresh popcorn? And you just gotta look at them and be like, hey, it is 11:05. The theater opened at 11. You can have this popcorn, or you can go somewhere else. And newsflash, this is the only theater for about 45 minutes in each direction. So pick wisely. And they don't get it. They don't get why you don't want to give them popcorn. They think that you're withholding the good popcorn. And not that it's, a waste. And, you know, it's only so much of a waste because we were told, oh, if people want fresh popcorn, make fresh popcorn. It's very cheap. Yeah, okay, I get that it's cheap, but if we make fresh popcorn for everyone who comes in, we're just going to have so much popcorn that we have to throw out each night. It's going to be the worst. Do we want any of these? I mean, they're both, like, pretty sick. I think the nail's pretty cool. I think, you know, I think we do want the nail. Hold up. Let me just, pause right here. My mic is falling off of the desk. I have this mic stand, and let me tighten it a little bit. I have a mic stand, one of the hanging mic stands, which is clipped onto my desk now. And I have a plastic desk, so it doesn't clip the best. And occasionally I will just start feeling my mic. Have we done? Yeah, we have done this. We're not throwing. Occasionally I will just start feeling my mic drifting closer and closer to me, which if you ever notice like a distinct audio difference throughout, yeah, you get pranked, throughout a video, like it changes as the video goes, it's probably because I noticed my mic was drooping mid-video and then fixed it. Or maybe I didn't. If I didn't fix it, you'll also probably notice it. I might get louder or something. Uh-oh, ouch. But that's you know, sometimes I have to stop because of, you know, the issue that I have with my poor plastic desk die. And oh, it's me. All right, get him. Get him. There he is. You got him, Seraphim. Whooped him. Straight whooped him real good. Is this like an actual room? Oh, it is. Cool. What do we got in here? We are not going to reroll if it's a reroll. Do we want to do the dark floor again? There's like no point, right? We don't even get a reward from the boss, so I don't think we will. Thanks for the option, though. But yeah, in a sense of like mic quality and looking better, I think this hanging mic is sick. Or I guess you'd call it a floating mic. I don't know. Call it whatever you want. We call it a robot arm mic. The only issue is that I do have to adjust it pretty frequently due to it falling, which is probably just me having a plastic desk problem, not a professional epic like a wooden desk. That's just not how we roll here. Give me that. To the next floor I go. Doing pretty solid. There's Shoal down. We got the demon tail. I think that just gives a good chance to like turn stuff into... dude, Brimstone. Yo! Brimstone's sick. God, this is all garbage. I mean, Brimstone's not garbage. But do I really want to give up a bunch of my health for Brimstone? Yeah, I don't think so. Because we already got it. Conjoined. All we need's like... You know, we're one away from a guppy transformation, right? Alright, so if we get a guppy item, that's a guppy transformation on lock and key. We've got so many other transformations. We got Bookworm, we got Conjoined, we got Seraphim, we got Mom. We're going crazy. We have so much damage on board right now. Actually kind of wild. This is probably going to be the most transformations naturally in one run that I have gotten or will get for a cool minute. Let's just keep going in this direction. There's the cage. Ah, he survived more than a barrage. It's kind of wild. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hate the cage. Oh. We dislike the cage heavily. HP up. Sick. The question is, if it goes to straight HP, do we take Brimstone? Just to have like a longer... I mean, it's straight HP now. If we get more HP, I'll think about it. I'll think about taking Brimstone. It's basically like the biggest range up we could possibly want. but I don't know if it will stack to the point that it's like, will it give us the, oh, fucking God, I hate Cage. I don't know if it'll give us the turbo laser. Let's keep moving. Don't hit us. That shouldn't hit us anyway. We're flying. It's a ripoff. No? I don't even know if that'll do anything other than just make the run worse. If it did something, I mean, I think it will just make the run worse. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk myself into doing it either. I do that too often. I'll say that I'm not gonna do something, and then I'll spend like half a second thinking about it. I'm like, actually, you know what? I think I am gonna do that. Yeah, we're not doing that. You're dead. Ouch. I've taken damage. This is Rainbow, baby. If we didn't have conjoined, we'd get super conjoined. Now, I don't hold out any hope for getting, Stigmata, cool. I don't hold out any hope for getting, uh-oh. The Super Bum transformation. That one's probably not gonna happen. I see you drifting, Mike. Don't make me move you again. I don't think that one's gonna happen. But I do think it's possible to get the Guppy transformation. Just take a half second here. We're gonna have to like super slam the mic. Dude, it's drooping so hard. I've got a piece of cardboard in between it and the desk to try to help fix it better. But it's, you know, we're gonna have to adjust it after this episode. That's all right. It's held up for a minute. I have to adjust it every couple of days. If you guys have any tips for how to keep a mic stand working on one of those like plastic desks, you know, let me know. I am all for the spread of knowledge. That'll give us a range up, right? Damage up 2. Yeah, it seems like a net positive. Another item? Not really. Okay. All right. Pause. We'll come back to this in a second. Don't worry. I'll skip this. You guys won't have to see this. All right, we back. We back at it. We double layered the cardboard. Oh my goodness. We're also a menace, it seems. And hopefully this will hold up till the end of the run. Would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. This room just opened. You got like a super secret room here. I mean, I'll give you literally everything I have. Seems like a pretty good deal. That don't do me anything. Oh, I forgot that I had the martyr. The item martyr. Kinda cool, not gonna lie. I assume it takes a half of our heart, like our spirit heart, if we were to do it again. That is the blood bag. That's a speed up and a health up, baby. That's what we love to see. Not that we need all of this, but I figure, you know, just to be safe. You guys have endured my mic shenanigans, so I should at least give you, you know, the best chance I have at winning this run. What we got in here? Two of these guys. Just a couple of these dudes right here. Forever alone. Do we have okay, we just moved instantly. Do we have Beelzebub transformation yet? I'm thinking we might not have Beelzebub transformation yet. We're getting pretty close. We got 2 flies, right? Hey, there's Bob. There's Bob's curse. I think we need 1 more for a Bob transformation. We're just going nuts on transformations right now. And we still haven't found the boss. This would be really cool to... I mean, we've already done Delirium. It'd be a good Delirium run, though. I would mess with a Delirium run. Range up. Unnecessary. Appreciated, though. You've perished, and you never stood a chance. Yeah, let's go beat this goober. He was done before it started. No victory lap. At some point, we will have to do whatever it is that you unlock for getting 5 victory laps, which I mean that sounds like something that would be good for streaming. I don't have a shovel because 5 victory laps sounds to me like it would take a very long time, and I could be wrong. I don't think I am. Blood of the martyr, holy smokes. We're just out here throwing damage left and right. Where do we think the secret room is? Do we think that it's, I mean, there's only a couple places it could be. The only thing I'm hoping for is that the secret room's got a little bit of combat in it, and then we can get, it's gonna be like right here, right? That is a big-ass bomb that we have there. Is it not right here? Yeah, I don't know what was up that big old boy. So it can't be somewhere where there's a, can't be connected to the boss, and it can't be somewhere where there's a red key, right? So could it be here? Yeah, we're using our smarts, using our noodle or noggin. I guess we'll blow these guys up because they might have a, dude, they might have the item. Lasers. No, they did have money on them though. That's fine. All right, let's go give it to Mega Satan. Let's go give him the business. Where is it? Right here? Do we take Brimstone? It's unnecessary, right? We don't need it. It actually would just be getting rid of 2 potential hits during the fight. So we are not going to do that. It's just not going to happen. But it's been a good run. This has been a very cool run. Mega Satan's covered in boogers. It's very on brand for him. I heard that it's a delicacy. Nice try. The sins don't stand a chance. It's a one and done for Mega Satan. He can't handle more than one little bit of a barrage. So he keeps disappearing after we fight him. Thick laser. Oh, he stood for a couple that time. That's crazy. Also, he's about to super die. 43 minutes. 43 minutes, and that's, you know, including all the time that I spent messing with my mic. Well, I mean, it's not going to be when I release the recording. There's going to be some time. It's not going to be 43 minutes for you. It's, ouch. It's going to be 43 minutes plus where the recording is right now. I mean, heck, it might be. Who knows? Maybe after this, the delirium shows me the stinky portal to his domain. I think a fly got the kill on him, which is cool. Big fly fan. Nope, no delirium. That's all right. Unlocked a lot. Got a bunch of transformations. Like a lot of transformations. We'll go ahead and skip that. A demon baby. Evil has appeared. Black baby has appeared in the basement. Cool. Those are unlocks for sure. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Binding of Isaac. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, let me know how you felt down below. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Ciao.